Welcome back to the WOW Seat Workspace. I am AliNICOLE WOW, She Does It All, and I'm working with my Senior Star Cross Brand Celebrity Protégé and my Chief Multiplicity Officer, Tom Tom. And this has been a very exciting segment for me, having him here in this work session. And we've been exploring options for the upcoming launch of his signature brand platform, the TomTom brand. So we are in the master planning part of the session, and I'll quickly just recap a few things that we discussed as considerations before the break. One of the things that I mentioned was that TomTom has developed a platform on Tumblr, and that's going to be the platform where he'll have blog tours, and he's going to feature some publications and also some productions that he'll be a part of. And then there'll be other platforms that will connect to that particular platform. So that platform will be sort of a lead-in, to some of the other platforms that he has that are, related to his branding in a certain way. I gave some considerations, and TomTom is always so easy to work with. He's like, I'm game, let's get it. He's on board, for the considerations. And so I mentioned that there were three publications for a series that definitely would be great to develop for this particular initiative. And so we talked about the three publications, two of which are going to be mini books, and then another one is going to be a VIP day workspace planner, and it's something that he'll be able to leverage also with a special offer of a VIP weekend intensive with the same name or a similar name to that particular publication. Also, we talked about creating a Facebook page for bigger media tours, and we explored him creating his Celebrity-preneur underground for a new emerging audience, which is something that I teach within my Celebrity-preneur shift dynamics, when entrepreneurs are making the shift into the new era celebritypreneurship, which TomTom has been a new era celebrity for several years, 2012, 13, but he's making more of the entrepreneurial shift with this. And so this is going to serve him really well to be able to create one of these types of underground. So we talked about quite a few things of how he could leverage LinkedIn articles, for some marketing, and just a few things, and the possibility of entertaining a fall media tour. So before the break, I asked TomTom to start, just thinking, and we can start a little bit more brainstorming, but we really want to get into doing some master planning. So we're going to be possibly looking at some of these options and then putting them into some type of timeline for completion, and also just figuring out where TomTom feels he needs to start first. So TomTom, you ready to rock and roll here?
Yeah, let's go.
Okay, so it's go time. All right. So I asked you to, just do some thinking, and what are your initial thoughts about what we've discussed so far, and looking at, kind of a timeline for execution, or just anything you want to share just around, what's been discussed so far?
It all sounds good to me. I guess starting out, I guess I should work on getting these mini books done, and then I guess that open everything else up.
Okay, all right. So you want to start on the mini books. Is there any particular one that you want to start on first, or do you just feel like
probably?
Oh, go ahead.
I already started on the one about my brand, so
Okay,
I
yeah.
guess I picked that back up, and
Okay, all right, all
if
right.
I
So
start moving the energy to get it going, since I hadn't worked on it in a while. So I gotta
okay,
get that energy going again. Get that finished, then work
okay.
on getting the next one done.
Okay, awesome. So yeah, so initially what was coming up before is that we were going to just do, it was going to be a book. And now that these are breaking into mini books, and you still can, of course, do the bigger initial book, but at least now what you already have gotten started on is that you can start to leverage that in the mini book writing. So that's, so that's great. So yeah, definitely take it away, with that, and the continuation, and then just like you said, we finish that one, then start the other one, or if you simultaneously, feel guided to be working on both aspects, since they're chapters of possibly a bigger, publication, that tells more about your story in depth. And yeah, this is exciting. I'm really, really excited about that. So you want to go ahead and get started with with the mini books. And so we talked about LinkedIn article, and um, the possibility of being able to already start leveraging um, that. Do you want to start entertaining that, or do you want to wait until the mini books are done or close to being done? What are your thoughts around that?
It'd probably be easier to wait till I'm almost done with them to get started, and I just had another idea come to me.
Okay, yeah, go for it.
These mini books,
Hmm.
I can make them all in the one big book, and then, like you talked about in the first session, just uh, make them in the mini books, and then make them then like combine them into all one book, like I did in one of my other major publications.
Yes, right, yeah. And that's what you're right. And I did bring that up in the first session, is that you're familiar with that process because your, Tourette's book, you when you started writing that, and then I looked at the first, what was it, 2 to 3 chapters, and I was like, oh, no, 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 this here needs to be a book, um, a standalone. You can make that into a mini book and then continue to write, the bigger book. And then you did end up producing that um, mini book, and then the bigger book later, and that's phenomenal. And so that's what your momentum is there to be able to, to move, right into this. And so yeah, if the goal is that you're thinking, yeah, I'm definitely going to create a bigger book, for this, then like I said, that's going to be awesome. And what a way to leverage your brand and different, aspects, because as we know, that different people connect to different elements, and then if they can hear about your identity shift and your brand identity shift, and then that journey, to becoming the TomTom brand, and also a few tips that you may give to help them shift their identity, to brand identity, that's going to be great. And then someone would definitely be interested in, what is this whole thing around a superpreneur brand? What's that all about? And how do you, develop that? And it covers personal and professional branding, certainly. But if it's just in a book where it's got a particular title, but it's not talking about these core elements, then it could easily be overlooked. But when you break down publications and give core elements and put them into mini books, as you know, it has a different marketing appeal, but then ultimately it can lead others into the other series or the bigger, publication. Um, so yeah, so I'm excited about that. So let's stay there for just a moment. What are you? What is a timeline that you're looking at to release the first one, or the mini books, the first two anyway?
just to be on the safe side, I say the end of April. And
Wow. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Okay. All
yeah,
right. The end of April. Okay.
yeah,
Wonderful.
that's a tentative goal,
Yeah.
and I wanted to say too. I think I might have been able to come up with a subtitle uh, for uh, for the first mini book.
Well, the first mini book has one, doesn't it? I think it was the. I think it was the right way. The brand. The right way to brand is the Superpreneur, the VIP day workspace that didn't have
No, I
a
mean,
title.
I'm talking about the one. I'm talking about the one about my brand.
Oh, you mean like for the bigger book?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Not the mini books. The bigger book.
Yeah.
So is that one is the bigger book? Is it the journey to becoming the TomTom brand with a subtitle, or what
Yeah.
is? Oh,
Yeah.
okay. So what's the subtitle or the pop?
Uh, uh, I lost it just like that.
I'm sorry. I thought you really had wrote it down. Oh, I thought maybe that came up during the break.
I guess I got it. It came back to me. My process in leveling up as a superpreneur.
Nice. Okay. So okay. All right. All right. So write that down.
You know I am.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Okay. So that's going to be the bigger book.
Yeah.
Oh, that makes perfect sense, Tom. Yeah, because it'd be the blending of these different elements and stuff. Oh, yeah, that's boss right there. That's boss. I'm so proud of you. Oh, that's awesome. Okay, so we've got two mini books that you plan to put out by um, April, and I'm going to tell you that the VIP Day Workspace Planner, that actually is going to be the easiest project to do. So believe it or not, we'll probably work on that in a weekend or so. We will probably be able to knock that one out very quickly. And I can, of course, show you some samples, of my own VIP work, because that's different than a when you're writing a book and you're doing this one here. It would be more of like what you would be going over with people in some type of workshop intensive, but it would be in a workspace planner format where they get to customize it themselves. So you can give a few concepts and some different brand building techniques or what it takes to be a superpreneur. You can also repurpose a few of the writings from your mini book, so to speak, and put in there even before the mini books come out. But this one actually may be a great one to do the LinkedIn article with, because we can actually start creating the VIP weekend intensive, and by creating just that offer and then having the VIP workspace planner, like I said, that one is an easier publication to do. Um, then yeah, that like I said, that's a consideration if you're open, to that.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, you don't have to, just we can consider exploring it, or at least starting to, work on that one too, because it is an easier, it is an easier one. Um, but as of now, what we'll do, that's tentative. You'll just go ahead and start working on the mini books and having the April goal, yeah, for those. So the Facebook page, do you want to go ahead and think about setting that up? Um,
Yeah.
it's so you can put that down also too on when you actually want to do that. And another good thing too is, I think I mentioned about doing a blog tour. And as you know, I talk about doing the 3 to 5 part blog series, and you've already done platforms like that on Tumblr And so you're familiar with that. And then also our recent, mastermind training that I did, on that as well. So that's something, to consider, that you could already be blogging your book or having some tips or just some different things, an introduction about yourself, and start letting others know that a publication series is going to be coming out. But those are things that you can actually leverage, on your Facebook page, and actually have that is the main star in terms of, there's the aspect on a Facebook page where it's, add a button and learn more different options. So you can actually have that Tumblr site as what they click on, to learn more. And so, yeah, so that's, like I said, that's an option. And then I think we talked about the Celebrity-preneur Underground. So you start thinking, is it TomTom's, Celebrity-preneur Underground, or what your underground is going to be, called. So those are just things, like I said, to just be, to be thinking about, as well. So let's see here. So we know that the publications, that's where you're going to start, and you're giving yourself to April to actually get them both done. I think that's phenomenal. And then the openness to creating the VIP workspace planner, and you and I, working on that, and doing kind of a VIP intensive to get that, done, and creating the VIP weekend, offer, and crafting that into a LinkedIn article. Of course, it can go on, your blog site as well, but yeah, already being able to have some type of service that you can, provide on that, because you've been doing the superpreneurship for quite some time, but now we're just bringing that in your Superman abilities and superpower abilities into showcasing it in this next level, of your branding. So this is exciting. So what are you looking at for starting the Facebook page? When do you want to initiate that part and actually do the developmental work on the blog?
Well, I might start the Facebook page today, at least get it set up.
Wow.
But
You move fast, don't you?
but the rest of it, is kind of up in the air. I don't quite know that yet, but I might just at least set the Facebook page up today just to get it started, and not publicize it yet.
Okay, yes, start building it, but not yeah, that's right, because you actually can create it and unpublish it, actually, or not publish it, so to speak, but just create it and start building it. So that, okay, that would be good. Now, what we do want to focus in on, though, is that we do need to get something on the blog, because it exists, but there's no real development on it yet. So we need to at least create something. And even if it does, I think maybe it just have to coming soon, but it does need to have some type of presence. And then maybe we do create some type of blog post landing page that is just telling what's emerging, and also how people can learn more about you. And so we actually can start putting some of your other platforms on there, because it's part of your branding. So when people actually do land on that particular site, because remember, that site is up and it's live, and you actually have featured, that site in podcast. And so we want to be able to have the presence of something there as it's being developed. And so the 3 to 5 part blog series, that can come. I mean, like you said, that part is kind of up in the air, but we at least need to have the one blog post that is, even if it's a kind of a welcome, of what's to come. And also remember, when doing the series, you don't have to do it all at once. So you could do one blog post a month until you build it up into that, into that 3 to 5. And could be very well blogging about, the publications that are coming out. So those are just, considerations. But at this point, we do need to at least get a blog post up that has some information about you, how people can get in touch with you, what the platform is going to be about. I know it's in the description, but we can bring that description into an actual blog post and just talk about the coming soon and the, development thing. So I would say that actually probably needs to be the higher priority. Of course, set the Facebook page up, but doing that post or making sure you have an image on there, or whatever, that needs to be the higher priority, just for the simple fact that it is live on, on the internet, and there's been some advertisement around that. So would you be open to, within a week at least, getting that done?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So what we have here is 2 mini book publications that are going to be the goal to complete by April.
Yeah, by April 30th.
By April 30th. Okay. Wow. Okay. Wow. And the openness, as we said, to create the VIP day workspace planner, that intensive in a workspace planner format, and actually create at least an outline or so for the actual intensive. And like I said, that's very, very easy to do. And because you already, cross-train others and have so many different elements, is that you're just bringing those writing aspects and elements into an actual weekend. So it's like if you were teaching someone how to publish their first book or their mini book, and you were just giving them the basics, because you have courses on this. So it's basically, you're just really repurposing what you have and then building it around the superpreneur concept and the branding aspect and the multi-level writing aspect. So again, that's going to be something, really simple to do. So we have that, and then the Facebook page, you say you're going to create that kind of ASAP in a sense. And then we'll start, since you're open to a media tour, for the fall, we'll just start building and leveraging, we'll build up to that. That'll be another, obviously, one of our private sessions that we'll do in an intensive to work, towards that. So yeah, I think hey, you got a great master plan here. How do you feel about this, Tom Tom?
Yeah, I'm just ready for it to all come into fruition.
Yeah.
I'm just in go mode right now.
You're in go mode. Okay, great. Yeah, you typically stay in that. That's why you my senior star protege, because we definitely are ready to get it, as you say, and knock things out. And as superpreneurs, and you being the superpreneur that you are, and the Superman, and those superpowers that you demonstrate, you certainly are able to execute on things. Wow, in timing that's just impeccable. So if you feel good about this work space session, and you feel it's complete, then we can wrap it up. But I would definitely love for you to tell others, where they can follow you at this point, or connect with you. I will make sure that I do include a link to the TomTom brand Tumblr. I'll make sure I'll have that and some other information about you in the show notes. But I definitely want you to share with others how they can connect with you, and if you also have any words of empowerment that you would love to give to the listeners.
Well, you can connect with me on Facebook at facebook.com / TomTom82. On Instagram and Twitter at TomTom0082. LinkedIn, TomTom Singleton. You can email me at TomTomPublications@hotmail.com.
Great. All right. Do you have any closing words? Because you always know I love to hear your empowerment that you have, and especially as it relates to this. What would you say to people who are trying to level up their brand? You have any advice, for them, or any empowerment?
Yeah, I'm gonna keep it simple this time. Stay ready so you don't have to get ready.
There you go. That's right. Level up to stay ready so you don't have to get ready. Oh, Tom, that's powerful. Thank you. Simple and powerful. I appreciate you, Tom. Thank you so much for being in the Wow Seat Workspace today. Such an exciting segment to have you featured in. So great master planning, and I look forward to the continual development, of this. So thank you again, Tom.
Yeah, thanks for having me here. Let's get it.
Oh, yeah, let's get it. You are so welcome. All right, listeners, thanks for being with us for Tom's session on the Wow Seat Workspace. And as I mentioned, that you will be able to find information about him in the show description. You can also learn more below about how you can work with me on air, and invite you to follow us, as I mentioned earlier, on Facebook, and be sure to visit www.thewowseat.tumblr.com. And you can also learn more about me on my press site, and that is www.wowshedoesitall.com. I want to leave you with inviting you to think of ways that you can start to level up your brand power so that you can make your worthwhile, outstanding work really achieve a greater impact in your primary industries and in the marketplace at large. And as Tom said, you got to get ready, and so you can stay ready so you don't have to get ready, actually. And he summed it up so nicely, but that's the truth. Just always stay ready. And he is always ready to execute at a higher level. And when opportunities come his way, he seizes it because he's ready. So just want to encourage you to take his advice, and hopefully some of the things we talked about in this segment will benefit you as well. And I love to always close out these workspace sessions by saying that your wow mission means more than you could ever imagine. And trust me, we need you now more than ever. So level up your wow works and your brands, and get ready, stay ready, and just be ready. And until the next session, be well and stay blessed.